to cut this off. But I got too much respect for y'all, man. I'm not going to be talking over this. I'm not going to be talking over this on y'all. Y'all going to hear it in the background. Y'all going to be asking for the subtitles. Look. Watch. That's how cold it is. It's 32 degrees out here in Oklahoma City. If y'all haven't already, hit the subscribe button. If y'all new to the channel, man, we've been working on an 84 C10. This right here is the reason why you would want to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button for me, man. We almost at 20,000. 20,000. I'm gonna chop it up with y'all real quick, and then we're going to discuss what we've done, how long we've had it, and the next few steps to get it on out of here. Like I said, 5 years ago, I started off in the backyard, man. I started off in the backyard painting guns, painting pistols, anything that I could paint, I was painting it. If you threw it to me, I was painting it. I paint your refrigerator, your washer and dryer. You throw me a set of rims, I'm painting it. You throw me anything. You throw me your 5-year-old's toy car, I was painting it. It's all proof. It's all in the pudding. Go stroll down to the very bottom of my channel, and you will see nothing in the backyard was like this. Nothing. Not even close. Not even close, man. Definitely excited with the progress. I got to give myself just a little bit of pat on the back, man. I like to just keep going, and God uses me as a vessel, and I keep striving for the best, man. I'm just trying to, I'm having fun with it. So we got the 84 C10, and we have it's Candy Pearl Blueberry. That's what the color is called. You can get this color on HQ Auto Paint. I always tear their name up. It's either HQ Auto Paint or Auto Paint HQ. I've bought a couple dozen gallons of paint from them and still can't get it right. I'm so sorry. But the color speaks for itself. Their brand speaks for itself. You can go spend $3,500 on a candy kit from House of Color. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. I guarantee we gonna be neck and neck at the next car show with the paint. You gonna spend $1,000. You barely kiss $1,000 on this right here. You barely kissing $1,000 on this blue right here. You didn't spend. Don't get me wrong. You didn't spend $3,500 to about $5,000 on your kit. On your kit. You ain't even talking about the labor. We talking about your kit. You spent. Okay, all right, $2,500. You spent $2,500. Let's give you the benefit of the doubt. You got a basic ass, you got a decent color from House of Color. I'm not knocking them. I got a rug in there, big as me, a House of Color rug in there, and I'm keeping it because I rock with them. But you can't beat this. You can't beat HQ. Y'all doing a great job. Auto Paint HQ. And HQ Auto Paint. Whatever it is, y'all doing a magnificent job. The clear coat, they just came out with some new clear. It's like ultra wet. I think that's what it's called. It's like ultra wet or something like that. So this is about 2 gallons of paint. It's about 3 gallons of clear. It comes with everything you need. Now, I don't know exactly how much his kit was. He just brung it to me and I just used it. I never even knew that they had this color on the market. But what I will tell you is all the 95% of the candy paint jobs that are on my channel, if you haven't, go stroll through all the candy jobs. It's maybe 1 or 2 that's from House of Color or Tamco or I might have Grant 7 on there. I don't know. But yeah, all of them are HQ Auto Paint. All the candy colors that y'all see, majority of them, 95% of it is about HQ Auto Paint. That's from them. And they're clears. When you buy a kit, all the kits, almost every kit that I bought was like $6.99. What does that come with? That comes with the base coat that you would need for the candy. It comes with the candy. It comes with the activators for the clear coats. It comes with the reducer, your desired speed, whether it's medium, whether it's fast, whether it's slow, same price. It comes with stir sticks, which is your little rulers that you can stir the paint up with. It comes with the strainers in case you don't have any strainers, and it comes with the mixing cups. Yo, that is crazy. House of Colors ain't Correct me if I'm wrong, but I bought some paint from House of Colors and didn't get nothing but the metal can that it came in and the paint. And that ain't even with the reducer. Now, I haven't bought a whole entire kit from them, but the things that I have bought, it didn't come with all of that. Not knocking House of Colors. If you got it, if you got the $3,000 to $5,000 to spend on just a kit, by all means, ball out of control. Run it up. Ball. Now, this is I love this color, man. I love this color. You just can't beat the ooh wee, look at it. Oh my God. I don't know if it's purple or blue. I don't know if it's blue or purple. Damn you, HQ. Now, 84 C10, we did a lot of body work. We did a lot of work. At least 50 dents on the hood. It was at least 25, 30 dents on the roof. It was a ton of dents all the way around the truck. We've had it for about 2 months. I'm loving the progress. This is moving fairly quickly, especially because I don't have a full team. It's been majority me on this truck. My brother's in and out. My wife was in and out. My partner Anthony been in and out. Even the customer's been in and out. But majority of the time, I'm here about 4:30 a.m. Can't even, that's how cold it is. What am I doing? You know that's discipline? You know how much discipline it takes to crawl out of bed at 4 in the morning and it's snowing outside? It's 31 degrees outside and you're going to your shop? Yes, I love it, but if I've ever made it seem easy, I'm so sorry. No, it is not easy. You know how many times I'll be like, man, I'm gonna just call in sick. You know how many times who gonna try to, you know, keep me from doing that? I gotta show y'all something right quick. So we're gonna talk about the truck right quick. We'll talk about what we got left. Excuse me. I'm kind of all over the place. It's really early in the morning, super early in the morning, and it's really cold. I gotta show y'all the LED. Oh, and a digital dash. So this digital dash has a few different modes. You can, yeah. The truck is for sale, if I forgot to mention that. Now, it has a few different options. You can change the settings. I'm not about to go into all of that. I'll leave that up to the customer, or I'll leave it up to you when you buy it. It is for sale. We got the LED marker lights, beautiful. Brand new HID LED. It doesn't matter, they look good. We got the new headlights. We have the new windshield in. We have the new chrome trim around it. We have the new trim around the wheel wells. We have the new handles. We have the new locks. Of course, the inside has been painted. The whole entire inside of the door has been painted. The back wall has been painted. The dash has been painted. This is the reason why you need to go ahead and hit that subscribe button for my new viewers. I get a lot of new viewers, but hit the subscribe button. We got the LED side marker lights. We have the rear Cadillac lights in the back. We have the lights in the roll pan. Roll pan is still being installed. Yeah, this thing is slick. One of my favorites. We did quite a bit of, about 3 or 4 C10s, but this is one of one. I installed the new rubber seals in yesterday. Still got these 2 pieces to install. All of this was here. Now, I would recommend to just take the glass out, or you can unloosen the glass and slide it back. That's going to be easier for this quarter glass to get in, if that's what you want to call it. I would do it in this order. You're going to install this trim piece by itself, and then you put the glass in, and then you can put this rubber seal out all the way around it. So like I said, everything is new. Even the drip rails, both pieces are new. We still got to put our corner pieces in for the back windshield. The back glass. We got the handles, these are new. We got the new mirrors. We got the new door panels. Everything is pretty much new, even the dash. It's got to be wiped down. Definitely cold. And then the very last thing, what we'll do is color sand and buff it. Once we cut and buff, we will get it detailed. It'll be good to go. We got one more bolt to slap down through there so that we can lock it in place. The tailgate is hanging up. We got the hinges back on. We had to install them, and then we had to take them off. All new bolts for the tubs. Yeah, man, it's definitely a work in progress, but it's beautiful. It's coming out great. Kill these lights so we don't drain nothing. Yeah, so definitely coming along. We still got a few other pieces to install, to wire up, all that good stuff. Here we go. Battery disconnected. And this is how you legitimately fill your gas tank up. If you start running out of gas, put it right here. We had the gas, I think the old gas tank hole, you know, on these years, they were like right here or right here. That's been welded in. So we did a lot of work on this truck, and it's coming out amazing. Like I said, we started off in the backyard a while ago, and bam, we are here. So we're gonna continue to keep going. Disc brakes front and back, new gas tank. The frame has been painted. Whew, yeah, LS swap. Let's go ahead and take a look at the motor. Of course, it's gotta be wiped down and cleaned up. Yeah, a little dusty, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We'll get to that later down the line this week. Still got the front grill to install. A lot of this is old rubber, and then we got some new parts in here still. Man, it's a little junky right now, but hey, we're working. We're working. That's all that matters, man. We'll tighten up on the shop, on the cleanliness here in a little bit, especially when I wear about 25 hats. I wear 25 different hats, man. I'm all over the place, man. I try to stay sane as much as I can, but we all over the place, and we're having fun with it though. I can't complain, man. Who would have thought we would have got this far? So, yes, indeed. Color sand and buffing. That'll be the very last thing, and then we'll detail it. We'll start off some areas with 1,000 grit because some areas are rougher than another. And what that, how that happened was my respirator was dripping water. I didn't even realize it. So those are the roughest areas. Now, we'll start off at 1,000. Some areas probably just start off at 2, work our way up to 3. I don't really see no purpose in going any farther than 3,000 grit. I haven't really gone no farther than 3,000 grit. I'm pretty comfortable with going at 3,000 grit and stopping. So, yes, sir, we'll have it at 3,000 grit, and then we'll just hit it with the compound and polish, and she'll be on the way. Now, everybody has their own way of doing things. You could have waited before you installed, some of the chrome pieces, but a lot of the cars that I've dealt with, I've just color sanded and buffed it with everything on. I've had a few cars come in, I just tape them up, I just mask them up. It just makes the process feel like it's going a lot faster, a lot smoother, especially when you slapping everything together. So we'll work our way around those handles and locks and trim pieces. We'll tape them off. And then we have the small DAs. We have some small buffers that'll allow us to get into those grooves and crevices so that we have a good clean cut. So looking good, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe button. Tell me what y'all thinking on the build, man. She coming together. She looking good. If you ask me, man, she looking great. Looking great. Yes, sir. So, orange peel, we got a little bit of trash, we got some fish eye. Most of that is typically in the clear coat. And like I said, the way to get that out is going to be the color sanding and buffing process. Color sanding is sanding the clear coat without touching the base. You got layers, think of it like layers. You have the sheet metal, and then you have the primer, you have the sealer, and then you have, you got your DTM primer or whatever, and then you got your sealer. Then you have your base. Our base coat for this color was black. We hit about 3 layers of black, and then we hit our blue. We hit three layers of blue, then we hit our 3 layers of clear coat. That's what you will color sand and buff. Color sanding and buffing is going to make sure that you have that mirror finish. This is not a mirror finish. A mirror finish, typically you'll get that after you color sand and buff. Now, if you have the proper booth, you have the proper ventilation, you have a clean area, that is what it will allow you to make sure that you have a really flat you know, finish whenever you're done clearing. The goal is to paint the car without having to color sand and buff. That'd be the major goal. Now, in this condition, there's been times where I've painted a whole entire car and did not have to color sand and buff. That's how flat it came out. Why did it come out so flat? Sometimes you can get away with it with a flow coat. What is a flow coat? A flow coat is typically when you paint a whole car and you let it dry and you come back the next day and you're not really satisfied with it, you can sand it down with some 800 grit and then re-clear it. That's considered a flow coat. And when you do that, it's like 10 times flatter than it would be when you finish painting the car. I don't care if you're in a you know, $100,000. I've sprayed in multiple different types of excuse me. I've sprayed in multiple different types of booth, downdraft, cross draft, booths that are big enough for airplanes. I was able to paint 7 different planes in that paint hanger, and then I was painting, you know, in a massive booth big enough to, you know, fit a 18-wheeler in there. Yeah, so there's different types of booths. Now, there's been paint booths that I've painted in that were crispy clean. I mean, super smooth, and it still had orange peel, still gave me a little bit of trash, lint, fisheye and stuff like that. It happens all the time. So don't go watch Paint Society or some other big, you know, paint channel and then come look at my channel and be like, oh, you should have did this, should have did that, yada, yada, yada. Like, everybody's circumstances, everybody's situations is different. And I'm working with what I got. You know, I don't have the capital to go get me a paint booth right now. I don't have the capital to go get me the best of the best snap-on tools and stuff like that. I'm doing what I can while I can, and I'm working to get what I want. So, but in the meantime, we're gonna work with what we got. Now, in order for me to come out with a glass, crispy, buttery, you know, that's my word, buttery, smooth finish, I gotta color sand and buff. In this process, this truck I had already knew I was gonna color sand and buff it before I even had the trash. By the day the truck rolled in, I said, I'm still gonna color sand and buff it. I don't care how clean it come out. It just so happened to be a little bit more trash in it than I expected, which is the little dots and nibs and stuff that you see, the little rough textures, that's in the clear coat. You want it to be in your clear coat more than your paint. So when I painted it, when the last video that I talked to you about, I did not care about how rough the clear coat was. I was more so concerned about, was there any tiger stripes in it? Was it blotchy? Did it look hazy in areas? Did I miss any areas? How is the paint? Because the clear coat is what laminates the paint. So if you did a shitty paint job and you cleared over it, bro, you're gonna be going backwards for a little bit. So that was my main concern. The color came out amazing. Everything matched. There wasn't no rough, funky areas. Color looked awesome. It's the clear coat that was like, could have been a little bit better. Could have been flatter. What could I have done differently to make it a lot smoother and you know, glossier and glass? I could have wet the floor and I could have hung up my plastic. You see all the plastic. I climb that damn pole and wrap a sheet of plastic and shoot it all the way across. And I would normally do that, but this wasn't a job where I was like, I'm not going to color sand and buff it. If I knew I wasn't going to color sand and buff it, I would have definitely took the time out to hang the plastic up and wet the floor and stuff like that. So I'm not about to keep doing some of the precautions that I would normally do on other vehicles. I get a few comments that'll be like, oh, you should did this, should did that. Well, you know, this is my way of functioning. So yeah, and then sometimes I'll tape the plastic to the truck to the floor. That I did. I didn't want overspray underneath the car. That's typically why I do that. So yeah, man, color sand and buffing will get the bad boy slick. So a few people mentioned that. Yes, sir, you're absolutely right. I'm gonna take it all the way to 3,000 grit. No need to go to 5. So I think I'm super satisfied with the way that this came out. It's extremely nice. Like I said, color. I mean, the camera does no justice. So yeah, color sand and buffing will be after we've finished the truck and installed everything, and we're damn near good to go. And the longer, the better. That clear coat is still curing. That clear coat is still shrinking, if it's going to shrink anymore. It'll just keep going for a little bit longer, maybe another day or two. Typically, you want it to sit in the sun after a paint job. Some people cut and buff right after the next day. It depends on type of clear coat you got. If you got like some $700, $800, $900,000 clear coats, believe it or not, that is out there. If you have the high expensive clear, typically, excuse me, you can sand it the next day. But I'm not saying that if you have $100 to $200 clear coat, you can't sand it the next day. I'm not saying that, but I would highly recommend to wait a week if you have the $200 to $300 clear coat range. Yes, almost every gallon of clear coat says that you can buff it. Color sand and buff it the next day or after a certain amount of hours. Me, I like to wait. I like to wait about a week so that clear coat does whatever it does. If it tries to crack, if it tries to do anything out of the ordinary, it sat a week and I would know about it. Then I color sand and buff it. So that's what I typically do. Because there's been times where I've color sand and buffed it, and then like a week later, it shrank some more, and then I could see like minor either swirls or scratches that was not there after the color sand and buffing before, even after the color sand and buffing process. So I was like, man, hold on, this thing just shrank on me. So yeah, for the most part, I definitely give this one an A outside of the little bit of trash and water droplets that is in the paint. So yeah, man, we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna tighten up on a few things, start slapping some more of this new stuff on and trim the bolts and get that roll pan and grill on, mirrors on, and get this bad boy cut and buffed and detailed. We'll get some highway footage. Y'all gotta hit the subscribe button if y'all haven't already. We're gonna put this bad boy on the road. We're gonna get some highway footage. We're gonna get some parking lot footage. We'll get some, under the on-cue light when the sun is slightly going down. Yeah, we got to get all of that because it's one of my favorites. I don't mind going above and beyond with this one, especially because it's for sale too. And it's LS swapped. It's LS swapped. Man, it's different. It's a different type of build. I've never seen a bed like this. I probably have. It's just, I haven't. Nah, I haven't. Yes, sir. Paint guns that I used were the C10 JetX 5500 for my base coat, and then the clear coat gun was a WS 400. You don't have to go get the most expensive guns. Like I said, when I started off in the backyard, I used like my $20 Harbor Freight gun. I used that for almost like 6 months to a year before I bumped it up to an AccuSpray. That was about $250. Got that off Amazon. It came with like, I think 2 guns or something like that. It was a kit. Then about a year later, I ended up getting my DVS, DV1 base coat gun. Then I ended up getting the DV1 clear coat gun. Those are about $600-700 a piece now. And then I worked my way up to the Iwata and the Asada. Those are about 12 to 15, depending on where you get it, what series you get and stuff like that. And those do spray. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, you can go get a $200 spray gun and blah, blah, blah. Yes, you can. You can. But I'm telling you, you're not going to feel like you wasted your money when you upgrade to the big boys. Because that was the same thing. I had a ton of different people tell me, I could go get this gun or that gun. I ain't gonna lie. I've been hearing everybody speak on the Widow that's from Harbor Freight. Everybody's talking about the Widow. I haven't used it, but it's over there. We got 2 of them. I think we got the one with the big cap. It's like a 1.5 or 8 tip, and then we got the 1.3, 1.4 tip over there. So it's 2 different ones we have. Haven't used them yet. I'm just super comfortable with what I have. So other than that, yeah. If y'all haven't, like I said, hit that subscribe button, man. If I might have missed anything, if there's anything that y'all want me to, chime in on, or if you guys have suggestions, I'm all ears. I'm definitely gonna be learning. I'm willing to learn every day. So yeah, we're gonna continue to jump on it and put our hands on it and knock this bad boy out. And in the next video, hopefully we'll have it all the way put together, color sand and buffed, and on the highway. So yeah, y'all stay tuned for that. Please make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe, man. We're going to keep going. Peace.